at is, what is at the bottom of this fear? In my experience, the essence of that fear is that if someone becomes a physical threat, especially if they appear to be bigger, faster, and stronger than you, you have nothing in your toolbox to deal with it. You are helpless and vulnerable. You are in trouble. With this book, I hope to change that sense of helplessness and vulnerability. Thankfully, for most of us, violence is an anomaly, a black swan event whose likelihood is predictable as its consequences, which is to say, not very. Most people will go their entire lives without experiencing serious violence. But those who will feel firsthand its power to drastically change, even end lives. It only has to happen once. I know it's uncomfortable to think about a moment like this, but you have to come to terms with the fact that someday somebody might try to physically control or attack you. It's perfectly within the range of possibilities for our lives, as it has been for the entire history of human civilization. Just ask every real victim of violence that I have worked with or trained. When it comes to other rare events that can have destructive consequences on our lives, we aren't shy about preparing for them. We have fire extinguishers, disaster preparedness kits, car insurance, health insurance, flood insurance, and life insurance because we know there are things in this world outside of our control. And being prepared for them gives us confidence that we will be able to get through them if and when they arrive. So, why do so few of us plan for the unexpected violence? For some reason, we see training for self-defense as a Herculean effort reserved for the physically elite, so we dismiss it. That means there are just two main groups who study and prepare for violence. One group is the predators. We'll talk more about them later. The other group is the professional protectors, like the police and military. Many people are content to bank on those protectors to be there in times of need. But pinning all your hopes on the possibility that one of those professionals will be on the very spot at the very moment you're in danger is a lot like throwing out your fire extinguisher and hope that the fire truck will be turning the corner on your block at the very moment the flames touch the drapes. I don't want to live like that, and this book is for those who don't want to live like that either. Obviously, I hope violence never visits you. But we don't always control whether we experience violence. It's never entirely up to us, because violence is an equal opportunity offender. It cuts across all demographic lines: race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, nationality, socioeconomic status. There's no amount of privilege or social standing that can make you immune to or allow you to opt out of violence when somebody has identified you as their target. The choice you do have is whether you're going to be ready for it. I believe it's the wisest thing we can do is to ready ourselves for the kind of moment we hope never happens. The solution to fear is not denial and wishful thinking, it's knowledge, preparedness, and confidence. My goal with this book is to arm you with all three of those virtues by changing the way you think about the subject of violence. I want you to be one of those 6 people in my class who are willing to learn from the misfortune of others, not because you want to, but because you need to. Knowing what violence is, preparing your mind for what is necessary to either avoid or deploy it, and developing the confidence that you can get it done when it counts are life skills that we've all been ignoring for decades. It's time for that to change. My career as a Navy SEAL ended before it started. I grew up with dreams of invincibility. For as long as I can remember as a Navy brat, I wanted to be a frogman, better known today as a member of the Navy SEAL teams. Just before high school, my family moved to Coronado, California, where the SEALs have their training base, and we lived in Navy housing directly across from their infamous obstacle course. I remember watching in awe as these guys navigated the course. I couldn't believe there was a job out there where you got paid to work out, hang out at the beach, dive, shoot automatic weapons, jump out of airplanes, and just blow stuff up. I spent the next 10 years learning everything there was to know about the Navy SEALs. By the time I finished high school, I knew everything about SEAL training. I knew how to prepare for it. I knew where to hide food during training. I knew which teams to go to. In college at the University of Southern California, I did Navy ROTC and worked my tail off. When I graduated, entered in the Navy, and got selected for Basic Underwater Demolition School, that's BUDS, training, I had become exactly the kind of guy I just warned you about. I was bigger, faster, and stronger than all my peers. I was a machine, and with the Navy's help, I would become a killing machine. I was tenacious. I led my boat crew to successful evolutions time and time again during the first phase of training. We even won Hell Week, the 5-day gauntlet of exhausting, sleepless, physical, and mental punishment.